do black folks gotta act like this? Did A1's mama just accuse this boy of being a full-blown Illuminati member just because he would not let her finish splashing all of that cornbread mix all over his fabulous tables, his fabulous pearls, and those up dreads? And why are we gonna sit here and keep acting like we didn't love every minute of it? It's Justin Diego back with another Bingeworthy video, and today let's get Hollywood and talk about everything that made Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 5 Episode 3 worth paying the cable bill one more month. It's crazy to me because if you would have asked me a year ago whether or not Lyrica and A1 would be back on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 5, I probably would have been leaning more on the side of probably not. However, at this point, this is starting to feel like the Lyrica and A1 show, and honestly, I'm not even all that mad about it. Have y'all realized that K. Michelle, Brooke Valentine, Bridget Kelly, Ray J, and Marcus Black have all basically just been here to move us closer to finding out the truth about Lyrica and A1's main storyline? That is crazy to me. Well, tonight we got our answer. It's definitely true that Ray J basically tricked Safaree into confessing that he definitely sent Lyrica the inappropriate photo that we all saw by now, and I'm still confused about what all Safaree confessed about, because I feel like I am kind of like making this up, or I'm in like some sort of like time lapse or alternate universe. But did Safaree admit that he and Lyrica also smashed? Like, I'm gonna need y'all's help because, I mean, from what I just watched, it seems like he actually admitted to smashing a married woman even though he's good friends with her husband. Like, what in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is this? Now, I have rewatched that scene a few times and I really can't grasp what happened, so I'm serious, y'all. I really need your help. So comment right now and let me know, did this man, Safaree, the ex-boyfriend of Nicki Minaj, really admit that he literally like got freaky with Lyrica Anderson? Because like we joked about it, but I don't know, like I really did not expect that Lyrica was running around Hollywood doing a little something strange to pay the rent. Like have y'all's grandmas or anybody ever said, oh, she over there doing something strange for a little bit of change?
Do something strange for a little piece of change.
Like, that is Lyrica right now. So Lyrica needs to write that song, because if it is true, my goodness, girl, Lyrica, I was willing to look the other way and pretend like, you know, I didn't see nothing. But if you went all the way, girl, girl, her mama didn't help at all, because she basically spilled the tea that Lyrica had already told her about the photos that Safaree sent. And one of our binge watchers definitely stayed woke last week and she called some attention to it, but you know, I didn't feel like we was quite ready. I felt like, you know, again, we could just look over that. But Lyrica, this man already confessed, girl, so you got to get the story straight, because at this point, the only conversation we have to be having is whether or not you're going to be able to save your marriage, girl. And that's exactly where it's actually starting to get a little uncomfortable for me, because this is starting to feel like an Instagram scheme that has gone way too far. Because if this is gonna like end their marriage, I don't know if it was worth it to get like that front and center peach this season. Now, I'm like K. Michelle at this point about Lyrica's mom. Tell her I'm sleep, y'all, because Mama Lyrica is way worse than Mama Joyce about protecting what's hers.
Your ass don't pay damn child support.
Now, in my last video, I raised some concerns about the way that Love and Hip Hop was having Brooke Valentine chase after that random guy Marcus, and how crazy our girl has been looking.
But please believe he's walking down the aisle with me.
Get back to us after you talk to Marcus. What's going on with you?
And before you guys judge me, most of our fellow binge watchers actually agreed. We all feel that Brooke is everything, but after watching last week's episode, we felt that Brooke needed to drop that 0. But now that we've all watched the new episode, some of us may be having a change of heart. Brooke Valentine has suffered quite a few blowouts in the last episodes of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, but if you watch episode 3, you see that Marcus is actually behaving like he's not a bad guy at all, and he actually stepped up to be there for Brooke after she got that horrible diagnosis. Although Brooke definitely gets the worst friend award for spilling the tea that started all of this mess about Safaree and Lyrica to begin with, I am happy that she is sharing her journey with us, and I am more happy that she doesn't have to go through this cancer scare alone. Now listen, my queens, please stay on things like this, because with all of the attention these boys and hood boogers are running around giving y'all about your boobs, I'ma need y'all to turn those sessions into like a session where they're like checking for lumps while they're feeling all on your boobs, because we can't have y'all going down like this. Seriously, this is like the worst thing that we just cannot seem to get rid of, even though it's 2018. Nobody needs to be dying from no stupid cancer. Anyways, if you're reconsidering seeing Marcus Black as a horrible guy, we should probably wait another week or two, because in next week's episode, the Brooke Valentine lookalike may be having his baby, and if that's true, I don't want our girl to be like going through that, and certainly not on TV. So I hope that that is enough to help make it easier for Brooke to chuck the deuces. Now, here are my final thoughts about season 5, episode 3. This episode was really good to me, and as much as I'm loving this Lyrica and Safaree drama, I'm hoping that the story is going to start changing soon so that we can get into more things like this piping hot tea about Tierra Marie and wait, that just rhymed. I didn't plan that. But no, if this girl leaked her own tape, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna be so through with her, and I'm gonna be so through with Gloria Allright, or whatever her daughter's name is. I forgot. What's her daughter's name? I forgot. But I feel like it's a little sketchy that VH1 was able to get those classic little slide-in slow-mo shots. You know, it was a little bit too cinematic for me, but, you know, I'm gonna ignore that, and I'm gonna pretend that this is like a real thing, and like Tierra Marie is actually a victim. But girl, you trying to play us, and if it comes out, you're gonna have to answer to the squad, because we don't play those games. We're used to some authentic Real Housewives of Atlanta tea. Now, we're also gonna get into more storylines with Moniece, but I don't know about y'all, but I'm not really here for all of this Moniece and her Ellen DeGeneres knockoff, you know, and whether or not Moniece gonna be able to get her to do right. Like, I'm so over that. They did not need to bring, what's her name? AD? They did not need to bring AD back. I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching these Love and Hip Hop Hollywood videos. Although I've been watching this show since the beginning, it is definitely a completely different experience than Real Housewives of Atlanta, and with your comments and your feedback, it really helps me to learn the best way to approach these videos about the show. So don't hold back discussing your own feedback for the show, whether we discuss that topic or not in that particular video, because whether you know it or not, you could help spark an idea for my next Bingeworthy video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you Hollywood stars in the next one.